Hi, Phil Patempa, host again for Of Notoriety, each week bringing you everything you want to make sure you mark on the calendar, what is not to be missed. All those events and entertaining ideas and opportunities happening in Northwest Indiana, Chicago, and beyond. And of course, this is the broadcast equivalent here at WJLB of all of the columns, feature stories, ever the content found in the flagship Post-Tribune newspaper that is underneath the umbrella of Chicago Tribune Media, and perhaps captured in those suburban editions, the main run, and everything always found at www.chicagotribune.com. We could not be here without the generosity of all the fantastic underwriters and sponsors, the folks at People's Bank, Andy and Sue Arnold, those wonderful arts advocates. And of course, our Home Away from Home Theater at the Center is always a key also sponsor to make sure that we can be here this broadcast for these past 9 years. Some of you have the added advantage of streaming from our YouTube channel, and you're finding out that you have a window to the world to see everything happening in our studio. We have, looks like, ready for a picnic because we have our outdoor concerts that are going to be happening with the Northwest Indiana Symphony. We're going to find out all about that today. And we are joined by co-host Tony Panek.
How's it going, everybody?
Thank you for being here as well. And also to use our tuned in to the traditional radio dial here at 12:30 a.m., which come to you from the Strachan Van Til studios. You are hearing everything, so we'll make sure we give a full description, and you might even hear some clinking glasses at the end of today's broadcast. Tammie Miller, a returning favorite, thank you for being back as the coordinator for all of the marketing and things that happen for the Northwest Indiana Symphony, going on to 2 decades. Bringing with us another good friend of the Symphony and South Shore Arts, our friends from Highland Parks. Is this correct?
Yes.
We have with us Courtney Palasz.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us. First time ever on this radio show?
Yes, it is.
Although Ray is a good friend of our Theater at the Center and our Center for Visual Performing Arts, our Home Away from Home. And of course, his kingdom is the realm that is the Munster High School Auditorium, right? So
correct,
hello to Ray. Today we're talking all about, as I mentioned, summer concerts. So I've got a picnic basket in front of me. We've got the blanket set out. We have some libations in front to stay cool. And Tammie's going to give us the entire schedule of what's coming up, when, where, and how you can be a part of the music as it continues for the season.
Sure. So the Northwest Indiana Symphony South Shore Summer Music Festival. It's going. I think it's our 19th year. So it's a little bit younger than my tenure at the Symphony. And so it's 6 concerts that are free to the public. It starts this Friday, July 17th, and that's going to be at the Lansing Fox Point, which is such a nice venue there at Lansing Fox Point. And then we go to Valpo in the middle of next week, next Wednesday. And again, they've got that beautiful park there right downtown Valpo.
That outdoor theater.
Right.
And we should timestamp this, just folks who are hearing a rebroadcast. Let everybody know that our interviews are happening today on Tuesday, July the 14th. So plan accordingly when you're hearing these dates and these concerts. We just want to make sure that you don't miss any opportunity.
Sure, yeah. So that was July 22nd, and then Friday, July 24th is going to be up at Gary, up at Marquette Park in the Marquette Park Pavilion. So that one's actually not outside. I should point that out. That one's actually in the pavilion.
Okay.
And then, because we had to go inside last year for rain, and we liked it all so much in there that it was that we just were like, no, let's just
It's
go.
a great space.
It is
and
great.
underutilized
It's
space
fun
too.
and interesting and historical and all of that. So yeah, it's a great space. And then Saturday, July 25th is going to be our big one at Crown Point. Again, last year that one got rained out, so we've got fingers crossed. It's only been, I think, rained out like twice, like 2 or 3 times.
Happens
maybe
in the summer
whole time.
there. Yeah.
I know, it sucks.
Is that so that's not a Bulldog, that one, it is?
No, that's not at Bulldog. That is at what used to be the old hospital. Now it's whatever it's called, St. Anthony
okay.
Majestic Care, whatever
That's
it's called
right.
now. And then it's the lawn there, which is right down by the high school. And then July 28th, which was my birthday, is at Munster Centennial Park. And then last but not least, certainly not least, is Griffith in Central Park there in Griffith, August 1st, which is such that's probably our second biggest one, and that one's really fun. It's always the last one, so that one's
Huge park.
Really, and they have so many events there. Like, because I drive by there on my way home, so and like every weekend they've got something. Food
the
trucks
market every
and
Friday,
something.
yeah.
And there is an important word to attach to all these, and it starts with an F. All of these are free.
Free, yes, they're all free. I mean,
Yes.
and you can bring like your picnic here, or you can bring your own picnics to most of them. I don't think Gary, because it's inside. I don't think they want you bringing inside because they'll have chairs set up, so you don't need to bring your own. But bring your own chairs, bring your own blankets, bring your own food, drinks, whatever. kids, family, friends, bring them all. Bring everything.
You know, for a number of our broadcasts, Tony knows they still had a beautiful flag behind us, and we've gone back to our logo. But the flag, I thought, would be a nod to remind that some of the musical tunes we'll hear are probably going to be patriotic with Maestro.
The whole theme is geared towards the semi-quincentennial.
Yeah,
so it is, I mean, so it's a mix of, but I mean, it's like movie and class and like classical patriotic, but even like the movie music is stuff like John Williams, like We Were Soldiers, stuff like, I mean, so from like Band of Brothers, I'm saying that. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't look before I came. But it's all patriotic themed. So even though it's like some of it's movie music, some of it's like marches, Sousa marches and stuff like that.
And you mentioned free. I mean, this for a lot of people, bringing their kids, their families, made this the first time the kids seen the orchestra live. Some adults as well. What a great introduction to that, though, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, and it's, I think, yeah, it's like you just under the stars, beautiful night, hopefully beautiful weather, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, just everybody come out. Everybody come out. It's free.
Of course, we keep using that word free, but truly, technically, there should be a little asterisk, because when I saw that wonderful poster, our producer Adrian had flashed across the screen, I saw some major heavy-hitting sponsors, correct, to make it free?
Yes, correct. So we have our John W. Anderson Foundation and Hard Rock Casino of Northern Indiana are two big sponsors there. And then Strachan Van Til's also has been a very long time sponsor for us as well. And so all three of them really help to underwrite a lot of the expenses for this series so that it can be free.
A quiz for Tammie. So those of you who tuned into the radio dial, you don't have this image in front of you, but the image that was just up there, can you identify where that was captured at? Which of the landscape spaces?
Oh, which picture it is on the flyer?
It's the same one thing you've got right there, yeah.
Oh, that one is...
Recognize that tree?
Hopefully nobody's sitting behind a tree there,
I think
you know?
that's Cedar Lake.
Maestro's all done up in a white dinner jacket, and look at her.
Yeah,
the orchestra looks very comfortable in the short sleeves.
I think that one is Cedar Lake.
Is that Sprawls? Look at that, goes back quite
big
a
crowd.
bit. So
I have Griffith on mine. Now
that's so that is a. And you provided us this.
I know,
art,
I provided it. I'm very confused by myself now.
So all that's going to happen in July. So that is a jam-packed. Really, we've got a lot of concerts because we're already. Can't believe we're saying this halfway through July. Those are all going to fit pretty much in the next 30 days, right?
Correct, yeah. So I think it's over basically what would be a 2-week period. So Friday to, this Friday, and then through the next weekend and through the following
It's a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to come back and revisit some more and recap as well. And besides the opportunity for music while you're there in the park and surroundings, there's also some theatrical opportunities as right. Is that right, Courtney?
Yes,
as well?
there are, yes.
Let's talk a little bit about this, because this is one of my favorite play productions that is just a fun musical that is a romp and meant to be in the park, I think.
Oh, absolutely. So the Highland Performing Arts Group through the Highland Parks Department is producing the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee as our summer musical this year. If you are unfamiliar with the show, it is about a group of 6 adolescent spellers all competing to go to the National Spelling Bee, and it gives a little bit of a look into their backgrounds, their home lives, and it's just very sweet and heartwarming, but also absolutely hilarious. Like, I have laughed every single night at rehearsal, even though I'm seeing it. It's never, I will guarantee you, it will never be the same show twice.
That's true.
It also involves audience volunteers, so we actually will pull spellers from the audience to come on stage and compete with our actors as well. So lots of improv. And
it's very cleverly told, isn't it? I'm looking at some of the cast, so if those are on the traditional radio dial, I think I can see Mr. Coney Bear with his cape. I think I might even see a magic foot somewhere out there.
Oh, yes,
right?
there is a magic foot out there, yes. Yes, they all have their own special ways of spelling the word.
Tammie, have you seen this ever done? It's done, of course, for the Broadway, off-Broadway production was done in downtown at Broadway Plus at Watertown. It was a standing show maybe 15 years ago or so, and it was super popular in New York. Did you ever see anything?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it live. I've since somebody I know has been cast in the show.
Yes.
Then I've watched numerous productions online and heard the songs a million times.
But
so
tell
yes.
us who this is. This person.
Oh,
that
sure.
talent.
Well, my daughter is playing Olive Ostrovsky, who loves her dictionary. So
Yes.
that is a beautiful song where she's longing for her mom, and her mom is far away. And
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
She comes with a veil, and it's very, very dramatic. That's what almost brings a tear to my eye. I told Tony about this for quite some time. Finally, we did a trek, and he got to see it, and Luke all the way up at Aurora.
Yeah,
remember? And
fantastic.
we were
Very
teasing
funny.
Luke he was going to get called up for the audience for this.
Yeah.
We try to get Luke up there.
He said, Luke Miller, you're going to wind up on that stage.
But a side note about spelling bees, fun fact. I did qualify one time to be in a spelling bee. Did not make it far.
Oh, no.
But the play is much more enjoyable than that. Yeah.
Well, my daughter would have told you the tale of when she was in, I forget which grade, maybe 5th grade, and it was coming down to her and another girl, and everybody in her class was rooting for the other girl, like, oh, she's so much smarter, and then Bryn won. and then they were like, oh. So it was kind of a little Leaf Coney Bear action there.
Yes.
But then she didn't get to go anywhere or do anything with it.
Yes, the cast were all sharing their own spelling bee stories from when they were children about.
Oh, were they happy?
Yes.
We'll see if this question resonates with anybody around our table. I should just give a reminder here for those that are just tuning in. You're hearing these familiar voices. Tony Panek joining me as co-host for today's episode of Notoriety. Host Phil Patempa, that's myself, and then a returning guest, Tammie Miller from our North Louisiana Symphony, rejoins the conversation once again to talk about the free summer concerts for our symphony. And Maestro leading the way with these dates all throughout July. And then Courtney. Courtney is here on behalf of Highland
Performing Arts.
Performing Arts for their outdoor production of Putnam County 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, which those dates are, I know we saw the poster, give us those dates again.
Yes, I will give you those dates one more time. So those dates are July 23rd, 24th, 25th is the first weekend. And the second weekend is July 30th, 31st, and August 1st. All shows start at 8 p.m., and they are outside at the gazebo at Main Square Park in Highland.
And also, can we use the F word with this?
Yes, this show is completely free. We do offer VIP seating, which is very close to the stage. Those tickets are available for $3 in advance at the Lincoln Center or $5 at the performances.
Right, okay. Is Luke Miller, is he still here in the room somewhere? Helping out? I have him look this up on his phone real quick for this trivia question for our panel or producer or Luke.
Trivia. Okay.
When Tony mentioned about being eliminated from his spelling bee, I always think of him as a Charlie Brown type, right? So there was a cartoon special on it, and I want to say it's a boy named Charlie Brown, but maybe Luke can look it up on his phone if that's the case, a boy named Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is sent off to represent his school in the statewide spelling bee, which is, of course, a big deal, and he's finally going to get all the recognition he deserves. Everybody's cheering him on. He's down to the final. Who remembers what was the word he was given?
I don't know
He
if
could
I've
have
ever
won
seen
on,
this.
and he misspelled it. Any guesses? He tried any guess? And make sure that is the right. I'm gonna get the right title.
I'm gonna go with Beagle.
It's Beagle, because Snoopy was a beagle.
Really?
And they all said, oh, he's got this. Beagle, he has a beagle. That's Snoopy. And he changed the E and the L. Is that the right one, Luke? Is it a boy named Charlie Brown?
Boy named Charlie
The
Brown.
spelling bee
That's
episode.
impressive.
What year was the correct? 1969.
I think of something Charlie Brown would know that he would misspell.
Well, if you ever watch those, they used to have it on ESPN, the spelling bees, and those kids
Yeah.
took it very seriously.
They do.
It's a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Well, and again, remind me, Courtney, is your role then a coordinator, director, or for this capacity for the run?
So I am the director and the vocal director.
And you have certain tricks and Adrian, have you ever seen Putnam County Spelling Bee? Or did BNI Bishop Noel ever do it by chance?
I was actually in it.
You were
What?
in it.
Whoa!
Wait, let's see if we can guess what role.
You're
Let
not
me
going to guess what role.
We're never going to guess the right role. You don't think? I bet I will.
I was
think
gonna go with Schwartzy.
I was going to go with Shortsy, too.
I was going to go with the character that speaks all the languages.
That's
No.
Marcy.
That's Marcy.
What is it?
Marcy.
Were you
Were you-
Olive?
No?
Were you Rona?
Nope.
Were you Jesus?
I wish I did audition for Jesus. No, I was Chip Tolentino.
Really? So they made the Boy Scout a Girl Scout?
Nope. So we kept him as a boy because there was never enough guys in theater. So we did have a guy play, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting Jackson's role. He played the camp guidance counselor that was.
the one that gave out the juice boxes?
Yeah, the one that gave out the juice boxes.
Mahoney.
We had a
Yeah.
guy play Jesus, but then all of the other roles, it was all girls, so that was about it. And they asked me, just like, do you want to change? I was like, nope, we got to keep Chip Tolentino to his
So
core.
did you get to give out concessions and candy at the
Yes,
intermission?
I did. It was
Those
during.
poisonous peanut M&Ms?
Yeah.
Right as we came back from COVID, that was a little tricky, so I couldn't go up and down the auditorium. I had to stay on stage and just throw as far as I
Pack 'em
could candy to people, and
Yeah.
some of them were full size, some of them were fun size, and we just had to give a warning at the very beginning. Hey, by the way,
There will be.
there will be snacks.
That'll be pelted at
That's
you.
a
during
fun
your
one for
intermission.
BNI.
What a coincidence, right? And you can tell the way those that are tuned in are listening to us, all this laughter and we're recounting these different characters and their names.
Yes.
But as Courtney mentioned, and Tammie backed up with, each of these characters has their own backstory. It's not a long show. It happens very quickly. It moves quickly.
It does.
But they're able to fold in those backstories, and maybe not all of them want to be the best in their class to win like Charlie Brown. Some of them maybe just wanted their opportunity to be what quote unquote what's normal in today's world, but just be a kid and enjoy themselves. But as I was mentioning, if there are some really know-it-alls that are part of the audience members called up that just keep winning and winning and spelling their words, Courtney's ready for them.
Oh, yes.
With something to slip that they may not be able to spell, right?
Yes, we will get you out. I'm sorry, but we will get you out eventually.
Yeah, the musical needs to move along. So let's do a quick recap first. Let's go through. Our time goes so quickly. Let's go back through Tammie first with our summer concerts. We'll get that poster up there and a reminder, and then also tag on anything that you want to give a nod to, because I think there is a wonderful gala celebration coming
I
up.
was gonna
Speaking
say,
of the Hard Rock,
I could talk for a while, but no. So our summer concert series does start this Friday, July 17th at Lansing's Fox Point, which again, beautiful venue there. And it continues through July 22nd in Valpo, July 24th in Gary, July 25th in Crown Point, July 28th in Munster, and August 1st in Griffith. So that's going to be all of it in the next 2 weeks. It's a whirlwind, so pick one of those, but pick one that doesn't overlap with the Putnam County Spelling Bee.
That's right,
Because there are a few. And then after that, we're already got our tickets on sale for our next season. You can buy subscriptions by calling the office or visiting the office at 1040 Ridge Road, or 219-836-0525, extension 200 is the box office. Otherwise, you can go on our website, nisorchestra.org, and buy any single tickets for our upcoming season. And then, our first kind of concert coincides with our gala, so you can come to the gala dinner and then stay for the concert, or you can just come to the concert. That's going to be at the Hard Rock Casino on Friday, September 18th, and that is going to be Rick Steves Europe, which Rick Steves, the popular PBS travel host, he will not be there. I feel like I always need to put some caveats whenever I come talk to you guys. Like Tina Turner was not alive, and so Rick Steves will not be there. He is alive, but he will not be there. But he does. This is a program that he's put together, and then so he does a personalized introductory greeting for the symphony, and then it's a bunch of his travel logs that he's put.
so we get to see by the big screen,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and then screens there, at the casino. It's
Beautiful.
beautiful space and everything there.
That's
so
immersive.
so it's like they have pieces of music. So it's like you're taking a travel trip through Europe, and so it starts in the United States with like a Sousa march, and then it's like he's got travel log videos for each of the different countries that you travel through.
There we are.
And then and so. And then so he'll have a little travel log, and then we have a piece of music from each country.
Remind me,
so.
September or October for this
September 18th, and like I
18th.
said, you can come to the gala dinner beforehand and the concert, and that's $225 per person. It is a fundraiser, so that's why. And it's $225 per person, or you can just come to the concert, which again is at 7:30, and tickets for that are $49 and $69.
And I had Luke look this up for a column earlier. Symphony is now going to be starting their what season?
It's our 85th season.
85th season. What a milestone. That's
Wow.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And also marking on our calendars, the reason Courtney joined us today, we were having fun with spelling and Tony and his failures in the past.
Hold on, but I qualified. So I had to
Right.
get
That's
some
what
words.
matters.
I
Yeah.
feel this is more like the Coney Bear.
Two people had to go to a bat
So bat mitzvah, so you
I
can
beat
try.
my school. I couldn't beat the other schools. That's the problem.
Courtney, give us a reminder how we can be a part of the fun 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Yes, that show will be taking place July 23rd, 24th, 25th for the first weekend, and then July 30th, 31st, and August 1st. All shows are at 8 p.m. at the Main Square Park Gazebo in Highland. The show is completely free. Bring your chairs, bring snacks, bring your bug spray. If you would like VIP seats, which are very close to the stage, those tickets are $3 in advance at the Lincoln Center in Highland, or you can purchase them for $5 at the show.
And I hate to say, I don't want to be any kind of a jinx, but we have to be prepared in today's crazy world of weather. Has there ever been a moment where, well, it looks like there's some lightning, we are going to have to just plan B, come back tomorrow night? What happens in that instance? Or look to Facebook for updates for weather if there's an issue you think's brewing?
Yes, I would check our Facebook page. We do have a Highland Performing Arts Group Facebook page, as well as an Instagram that you can check for any weather updates. In past years, we have had a handful in the time. I've been working with Highland Parks since 2019.
Oh, okay.
So we've had a handful of cancellations due to weather. We have had to hold the show due to lightning before. But if you stay on our social media pages, we will definitely keep those updates going on show nights.
Very good. And first time for being on the show. Please
Yes.
come back again in any other capacity. What other hats do you wear, Courtney?
I am the choir director at Kaler Middle School in Dyer, where I also run the theater program with the person who is my assistant director for this show, Holly Laird. And then I am going into my second year as being the director of the Notables Choir, which is an all-women's community choir here in Northwest Indiana, in Lake County.
So again, if you have things going on, concerts, holiday, please come back again. The door's always open to you.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you.
thank you, Tammie, for coming
Oh,
back
thanks.
again. And to Tony Panek in our final
Of course.
minute or so. It may look like it's some type of a wonderful, soft, expensive French wine or German Riesling. It's really just kind of a lukewarm, tepid ginger ale. But if we can have a quick toast.
Why are you breaking the illusion?
They drank worse things here, I'm
The
sure.
alcohol community is watching us here.
Jim.
But also, we just want to toast a birthday coming up that is Tammie's, right?
Yep.
What's the date?
28.
The 28th of July coming. And then on more of a sadder note, this past Sunday, my dad's birthday on July 12th would have been his 97th, and he was a guest on this show a couple times. So in memory of Dad as well.
Cheers,
and
cheers.
to kick off our summer concert series, thank you. I'll stretch.
Okay.
All right.
Stretch, Tony.
And Adriana, to you, you've got some flowers coming your way. And to all of you,
Chip
thank you
Tolentino
to our
over there.
viewers and to our listeners for being a part of today's broadcast. We couldn't do this without you as well these past 9 years. And wherever your path may take you, be it morning, afternoon, or evening, we wish you well.